LadyChann.
Round 1, fight!
RIP in the Buddhism. Haplotype El Primero, ya tú sabes, in the Buddhism. And Dr. P in the Buddhism. Woo, got through that one real quick. Woo. Right, gotta prepare myself now. So we've got Hall of Fame inductee, if I'm correct, 2014. Legendary. You know, we just deal with legends in the game, and I'm so humbled, flattered, and honoured that he agreed to come on Little Old Me show. So, without further ado, I'm introducing, 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 referee of the century, bars, in my opinion. You don't get any better than, we're going to call him Sir Kenny Bayless in the building. Let's go, Kenny. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, Kenny. Hey, what's up?
Lady, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, doing great. Thank you for the intro.
More than welcome, more than welcome. I'm honoured. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. I'm so used to seeing you in a bow tie or it looks like a different person. Are you used to being in your uniform more than your normal clothes? No.
There was a time, yes, that
Yeah.
when we were getting fight cards, like 2-3 fight cards a week, and
Yeah.
very plentiful for many years. And yeah, I would be dressed up every weekend to go to a fight card. Yeah.
So where I want to dive in is how you became a referee. Let everybody know from your whole journey till where we're up to now.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, I was born and raised in California, which is just California is a state that's just next door to Nevada. And I went to college. I ran track, became an All-American. I have a twin brother. I didn't know if you know that, but
Didn't until the other day. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, my twin brother started running track in high school. I didn't start until college, but he became a 3-time All-American. I became a 1-time All-American, and I happened to be in the physical education complex, and my assistant track coach happened to walk through, and he saw me, and he says, "Hey, Kenny, would you like to be a school teacher and go to Las Vegas?" And it was the beginning of my senior year, and I hadn't really decided which direction I was going to go in after I graduated. And I said, "Well, maybe." And he says, "Well, there's a meeting over in the art building. Go at 2:00. If you're interested, go." So I went and listened to the recruiter and decided, well, what do I have to lose? Las Vegas. So I signed up, and then it was about 4 or 5 months later, a second recruiter came out, and I signed up again. And now this was saying that this is for real. I mean, you're going.
Yeah.
So I ended up going to Las Vegas back in 1972, August of 72. And when I got there, I really too much didn't like what I saw, because it's definitely the desert, and it's hot. It's hot. And coming from where I was born and raised in the Bay Area, there were trees and grass, and in the desert there was tumbleweeds and cactus and things like that. So anyway, I know this was a situation for me to kind of get my feet wet, and I figured if I just hung out here long enough to get some experience, I could always go back home.
Right.
And but the amazing thing happened to me. I got to Las Vegas in August. In February, Muhammad Ali was coming to Las Vegas to fight at the Las Vegas Convention Center, and I grew up watching Muhammad Ali on my mom's black and white television.
Right.
So I was just excited the fact that he was just going to be in town. So
Right.
so I went to the boxing. Well, I went to the convention center. I didn't have money to pay to go, so I was standing out in front of the convention center with my cousin, and just watching the fans and the movie stars and all of them walk in. And a friend of my mom walks up behind me and he says, Bayless, what are you doing here? And I says, well, I live here now. And the next thing he said changed my world. He said, so you have a ticket to the fight? And I said, no. And he opened up his sports jacket, reached into his inside pocket and pulled out and gave me 2 tickets. I took one of the tickets and gave it to my cousin. And the next thing I knew, we were in the arena screaming and chanting Ali, Ali, Ali. And it just, the moment just was unbelievable being in a Muhammad Ali fight.
Who was he fighting?
He was fighting a guy by the name of Joe Bugner.
Okay.
And it was February of '73. So I hadn't been in Las Vegas for about 6 months. And here I am getting the thrill of a lifetime.
Oh.
So at that point, I figured that I'll just start going to every fight card. Every fight card that took place in Las Vegas, I went to it. Now, did I have the money to go? No.
No.
But I'd find a back door or a crack in the wall or some way, somehow I'd get in. Even if I looked like an athlete, because I was, I was just 22, 23 years old. So I would just find a way to get in. And I did that for several years. And I kept saying to myself, what can I do to get more involved in this sport? Well, I didn't know nothing about boxing. So I thought about it, and I says, well, look like judging isn't difficult to do. So I got involved in the Golden Glove Amateur Program as a judge.
Okay. Yeah.
And I did that for several months. Now I'm still going to the professional shows.
Yeah.
So I judged the amateur shows, then I would go to the professional shows, and I would make my own scorecard, and I'd score the professional fights just like I scored the amateur fights. Right. And there were times when I would get my scorecard and I would match it with one of the professionals just to see how
she's on the right track.
If I was on the right track.
Round 1, fight. Round 2, fight.